Welcome to PhenaFilm and Merry Christmas. We know you've all seen the film Home Alone and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Today, we want to introduce you to 6 lesser known classic Christmas films. Stay with us. The story of Miracle on 34th Street takes place between Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve when Kris Kringle, a kind-hearted, bearded old man, claims to be the real Santa Claus.
That's because it's real, just like I'm really Santa Claus. Oh, go ahead, pull it.
A critic for the BBC called it a clever and deeply original story that remains true and confident in direction while delivering considerable charm all the while. This film also won 3 Oscars, including Best Supporting Actor for Edmund Gwenn, who portrays our Santa Claus.
I'm going to find the answer to a question that's puzzled the world for centuries. Does Santa Claus sleep with his whiskers outside or in?
Always sleeping them out. Cold air makes them grow.
The second film on our list is Meet Me in St. Louis. If you're in the mood for a classic musical, this film is the best choice, apart from the fact that the film is considered a technical and cinematic masterpiece. Meet Me in St. Louis is one of the most Christmassy films you can watch.
Meet me in St. Louis, Louis, meet me at the fair. Don't tell me the lights are shining any place but there.
In 2005, Richard Schickel included the film in Time.com's list of the 100 best films, saying it had wonderful songs and a sweetly unneurotic performance by Judy Garland. Despite its nostalgic charm, Minnelli infused the piece with a dreamy, occasionally surreal darkness, and it remains, for some of us, the greatest of American movie musicals.
Who's that? It's me, Agnes. And who's that? That's Tootie. Look at Tootie! All right, you go with them.
Ernest Lubitsch, whom we introduced in our first episode discussing the film To Be or Not to Be, is the director of our third film. The Shop Around the Corner tells the story of the employees of a shop during the bustling days leading up to Christmas.
I'm being unjust. Once a year, I ask 6 ladies and gentlemen, 6, mind you, when next door a shop twice as big as mine employs only 4. Good morning, madame.
Film historian David Thompson wrote, among the greatest of all films, this is a love story about a couple too much in love, with love to fall tidily into one another's arms. Though it all works out finally, a mystery is left, plus the fear of how easily good people can miss their chances.
Imagine you dictating what I should wear.
Well, for heaven's sake, I don't care what you wear. If you want to look like a pony in the circus, it's all right. But I have troubles of my own without your blouse coming between Mr. Matichek and me.
Listen, I sold as much goods yesterday as anybody else in the shop. 95 Pango 50 isn't bad for a rainy Monday 3 weeks before Christmas. Did you tell that to Mr. Matichek?
Yes, I did.
And what did he say?
He said, tell her not to come in that blouse anymore.
Tell him I won't.
I will.
The movie is a treasury of hopes and anxieties based in the desperate faces of Stuart and Sullivan. It is a comedy so good it frightens us for them. The cafe conversation may be the best meeting in American film.
Have you read Zola's Madame Bovary?
Madame Bovary is not by Zola. Mr. Crowley, are you still here?
Perhaps the most famous Christmas story is Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. The fourth film, or rather the 4th films on our list, are adaptations of this story from the year 1938 to 2009, from the version of Edwin L. Marine to Robert Zemeckis.
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
A Christmas Carol tells the tale of a miserly and wealthy old man who has never believed in generosity and kindness, the essential elements of Christmas, throughout his life. And on one Christmas Eve, he is confronted with the consequences of his actions.
If he'd wanted to keep him after he was dead, the wicked old screw, why wasn't he more natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had someone to look after him when he was struck with death.
Before we move on to the next two films, I'd like to ask you to tell us what kind of movies you would like us to feature in the next episode. Crime, romance, or perhaps comedy again. Please support us with your comments, likes, and subscribing us. Let's continue. Bishop Henry Brougham prays in the days before Christmas for God's guidance in the construction of a new church that requires funding. An angel named Dudley, portrayed by the legendary Cary Grant, is sent to assist him. This sets the beginning of the story in the fifth film, The Bishop's Wife.
You were known to be a good man, Henry, and you were heard. I was instructed to come here in answer to your prayer.
Who are you?
I'm an angel.
I beg your pardon?
I'm an angel. No wings at the moment, but
You're an angel.
The script touches on all the wholesome tropes of the Christmas movie without dipping too deeply into schmaltz. A good Christmas film and a good film in general.
beautiful! A bullseye!
She pitched a curve. Did you see that? Come on, kid. You're in our army. He's broken their morale. Die!
Christmas in Connecticut is the story of a magazine writer who presents herself in her articles as a housewife living on a farm with a loving husband, an 8-month-old baby, and exceptional cooking skills. However, she doesn't have any of those things and can't even cook an egg.
By America's best cook, Elizabeth Lane. Roast goose, Bernoise, with walnut dressing, giblet gravy, cranberry.
Elizabeth Lane, played by the legendary Barbara Stanwyck, is forced to host her boss's special guests at her non-existent farm. Would you be willing to attend her party? The film invites you to this laughter-filled gathering. What a Christmas it is!
What a Christmas. What a Christmas.